What up, y'all? So I'm walking down on the Oise. For those that don't know, this is in the 95 in France, Ile-de-France area, and this is where I stay at. This is Auvers-sur-Oise, and we got some snow about a day ago now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just walking down. You know, got a lot of nature, a lot of trees, and of course the river here with the sunlight reflecting on it. And some big cribs out here, man, by the water, you know. I'm just walking down, doing a little bit of content. You can hear all the birds, you know, chirping. And yeah, it's pretty out here, man. I love it. Trying not to slip on here, because you know that ice be a little slippery, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not snowing anymore, but I think it's probably gonna turn into like ice now, you know, and gotta be careful, man, not to slip off on here. But yeah, I'm gonna show y'all the other side and stuff. So when I go for my jog, I usually go from this side here all the way down, you know, and then I go right down here, further down, then I go over to the other side over there. I'm gonna zoom in. You can't really see much, but I go all the way down because they got a bridge further down where you can cross over to the other side. So that's that, you know. But yeah, it's a little chilly day out here in the 95 in Auvers-sur-Oise. You know, for those that don't know, this is where Van Gogh was buried at, you know, the famous painter. So this is where he was buried at, and you know, it's a cool town, cool spot. And I'm gonna show y'all the snow and the trees. Not much, but I'll try to zoom in. There we go. You know, people be fishing over here in the summertime. Apparently it's like a lot of fish in here, man. You can catch some, I don't know the names, but it's like they got some huge fish here, man. I've been here fishing a few times too, so I know what I'm talking about. I caught about 2 fish. You know, I ain't catch more than 2, but yeah, it's a good spot, man. You know, I don't know what's going on here. Got some graffiti written on here. Yeah. So yeah, as you can hear, it's a lot of nature here, which is why I love living over this side. Because, you know, when you take walks and stuff, you can really empty your mind, and you know, it's like it's a mental health therapy. You feel me? Because it's just, you know, it's just good. It's just good for the mind. This is what the mind needs. This is what we all need, right? So when you have something like this, you gotta make use of it, man. You gotta really take that advantage and opportunity to do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? Let me see if I can see some fish in here. Probably not. Nah. As I said, the cribs are huge. The yards are big as well. You know, you got all these trees inside the crib. This is one of the neighbors' cribs and stuff. You know. You see the ducks over there. Got a little family going on over there, a little family thing. This is all nature, man. You gotta love it. You gotta love nature. How can you not? I mean, I remember when I was going to university, man, I just got my first apartment, you know, and the bedroom didn't have any windows. I wasn't able to see the trees. I wasn't able to see anything. That felt like a sale, bruh, for real. Fast forward 2 months later, I told him I want out. I got me another spot, and there I had a window and a little balcony spot. So I was able now to see the trees and, you know, open my window and see what's going on outside and whatnot. This is why I say that we have to appreciate nature, because every human being deserves to have a little bit of nature, man. Even the animals, they be out there in nature, just doing what they do, you know. So yeah. To all my American audience out there and all my British audience, this is what it looks like in the countryside in France. You feel me? This is what it looks like when you stay in the country and, you know, got your little spot out the city, out the way. This is how them peoples be living out here. This is how I'm living, you know. I'm like 30 minutes out the city, 35 by car, close to an hour by train, but it's not a problem, because I can always get there, you know. Yeah, man, just embracing this beautiful cold winter that we're in right now, you know. See, here they got the boats and stuff. It's not here right now, but they be having their boat, jet skis, and riding around the water in the winter, in the summertime, I mean. You know what I'm saying? And it's cool, man. It's a cool thing. Another good thing about living out here is that they actually greet you, man, when you're walking down the street. If you're out here going on a little walk or something, they gonna say bonjour to you, which means hello in English. But when you're in Paris, you know, they don't really say that to you. The people appear to be a little rude. However, I would not say that French people are rude in general, but there is a stereotype thing of like, you know, French are not nice. The French people are not nice people, but you know, they cool. You know, it just depends on who you meet and where you at. Like for me, for example, I'm out here, you know, in the countryside. Here we go. We got this ferry, you know, which basically, so this thing here is really deep in the ground. You feel me? Like, I mean, in the water. It's real deep in the water because it's got to carry like some goods and stuff, and it transports all these goods to the other side. You know, this goes actually from the Oise, the river, all the way down to the Seine, which is the main river in Paris. You feel me? In the city. So yeah, that's that. All right, go on to the other side. I'm gonna show y'all a little something. Let's go. So I actually don't have my microphone attached on this, so I'm not sure how the sound is gonna sound after, but I hope that y'all are gonna be able to hear me properly, you know, and get to understand what it's like to live out here in the countryside. I love to call it the countryside. It's not really the country like that, because we only 40 to 35 minutes away from the city. However, you definitely do get to see some stuff that are, you know, close to being in the countryside. Like, you got farms out here, you have a lot of greenery. If you look on the Google Maps and stuff, like, you can see that there's a huge major difference of a greenery side compared to anywhere else. And yeah, you can run into some wild pigs too. It all depends. I mean, I've run into them once when I was riding my bike on my way back from the gym. And yeah, it's what it is. But you know, this is where I usually go walk my dog out here, you know, sometimes, and just, you know, take a little stroll, refresh the mind, and just enjoy. It's actually pretty out here in the summertime too. It'd be a lot of people be swimming in the river, which I don't recommend, because, you know, you don't know where you're gonna end up at. It's not so safe, you know. But yeah, it's what it is. All right, so for all my French speakers, this is for y'all right there. This explains a little bit about, I think, the river and the boat in this river here. And also on this side, it explains in English. So the first artist, actually, okay, it's about the artist to conceive and to design a studio boat, came to get as close as the river as possible to renew his perspectives. 1856. Wow, that's long. That's a long time, man. That's a long time for real. But yeah, so we're still moving on, y'all. Look at these trees, y'all. This is like, you know, every time I'm walking down here, I'm always thinking about a horror movie, man. You feel me? Like, can you imagine somebody hiding over here with like a mask on behind one of these trees or something, and just popping out of here, man, you know, like try to scare the people and stuff. But yeah, see, I love it here, man. You got all these trees right there, you know. I love it. It's real nice out here. If you ever get the chance to come out here, y'all, you gotta visit, man. You have to visit Auvers-sur-Oise. You got to. You know, you got to. I know you get to go to Paris and stuff, but if you come out here, you will love the things that's out here. You get to see the scenery. You get to see the where Van Gogh is buried at. I'm not even sure if I'm saying it right, his name and stuff. Van Gogh or Van Gogh, however way you say it, y'all get it, you know. So this is the bridge I was telling you about where I cross over at and continue my run. Right there. I'll go over that side all the way back. And right here, this is called La Gangat. So right here, it's usually amazing in the summertime. People get to sit here on the grass, you know, and you get a lot of bikers, a lot of people just coming through the neighborhood. And this is a little restaurant here, like a little, you know, takeaway type thing where people can get to sit outside and purchase your drinks or food, little coffee, and get to sit outside, and or you can just go wherever you want to go after purchasing your drink, you know. But yeah, it's super nice out here, real cool, you know. All right, y'all, so I'm heading back to the crib now, but just before I go, I wanted to let y'all know that these are some boats that are parked up on the lake, and you can actually rent these out. I'm not sure for how much, but there's usually some parties going on out here, and you can actually stay on them for, I don't know, however long as you want. You know, you can sleep in these boats and rent them out, throw a party on here, whether it's in the summertime or in the wintertime. It's all up to you. You know, you got some cribs out here, some houses on the hills, on the top, on the mountain, you know. All right, until next time, y'all. Y'all stay safe, all right? Y'all stay blessed. DJ Blink signing out. Woke Entertainment. I appreciate y'all.